We're live.
Hold on now, Anthony. You wanted to say something right there. What was it?
I just wanted to see how was my audio.
Your audio is a little shaky, but it should be fine.
It's about as good as it's going to get.
Oh, yeah,
Hello, everybody. If you don't know who we are, well, I mean, I'm not that surprised. But we are Big Facts. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, of the show, of the three of us just speaking our minds away for about an hour-ish. It's been a little while. We've all been doing our own thing, but we finally have a chance to get our stuff back on track, meet up. Well, sort of.
In-person studio coming up soon. Don't worry about it. We're working on it. We're working on it.
I'm all for it. I'm all for the in-person studio.
Yeah, me too.
And as an idea, I mean, I think it would make just busting out these kind of recordings a lot easier.
Facts.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're here, and we're here to give you guys a little bit of entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, I guess the subject of tonight's episode is just going to be recent news stories and recent events that have kind of been making our world the crazy place that it is. But before we get into any of that, I would like to start with some icebreakers. Sound good with y'all?
I thought you were about to say you were going to sing the national anthem over here, and I was about to start laughing my ass off, bro.
What if I just bust it out?
This dude was about to bust out a freaking veteran cap and start singing "Oh Say Can You See" over here. Yo, Anthony, hit a note real quick. Come on, I see what the fight.
Hit a note.
Hit a note. If you don't do this,
maybe just bust it out into "Oh Canada." Oh my God.
We out here trying to sing the national anthem. And by the way, your flag is about to have not enough stars on it.
What does that mean?
You guys didn't hear the news?
No, what's the news? What?
Puerto Rico is currently working on trying to become an official United States state.
I actually didn't see that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the icebreakers, Henry.
All right. Enough beating around the bush here. We're gonna do some would you rather's, an age-old classic. So I'll start with the first one. Would you guys rather have a rewind button or a pause button?
Rewind. What on your pause button for?
Yeah, I'm going rewind.
All right. So I can see the odds of both sides. I also would like a rewind button. To be transparent.
It's like this. Listen.
Yeah.
If I had a rewind button, right? If I'm out with my girl, right? Not saying that I have one, but
hit him up.
Right? You gotta get one first. But
right.
If I'm out with my girl, right, and I see another girl, and I'm like, damn, she fine, bro. And then my girl's like, what'd you just say? If I have a pause button, it's like can't really do anything about that. But if I have a rewind button, I can not only rewind that situation, but I can get another good look at the girl that just passed by me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it'll make you a worse boyfriend. That's what I'm hearing.
Nah. It makes you a better boyfriend, bro. Because now your girl doesn't know about it.
Listen, if I had a rewind button, I would literally redo all the dumb decisions that I've made and do them the way.
Okay. Hold on. How far back does this rewind button go?
That wasn't in the question.
No. But look, you got to think about the semantics of it, right? Like, because if this is going back years, right? Then I would go back 6 years and buy Dogecoin or some shit, right?
I'd say it's just kind of an in the moment type thing, not something you can just go back.
So a minute. We'll say a minute max.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. In that moment,
okay.
In that minute. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Anybody else on the rewind pause debate? No? Okay, I'll move on to the next one. This is an interesting. Would you rather be gossiped about or never gossiped about at all?
I'm taking the gossip route.
Yeah, keep my name out your mouth.
Hold on. So
I'm all for it.
Go ahead. Why would you want to be talked about?
That's how you build up your name.
It's true.
I'm all for the.
No. But gossip doesn't build up your name. Gossip diminishes your name.
I mean, it depends what kind of gossip. Is it slander? Is it straight up slander, or is it just
When I think gossip, it's always in a negative term. When you hear if you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, this dude was gossiping about you," no context. Do you think that's a good thing, or do you think that they're probably saying something bad about you? For me, if I hear that, it's always "Oh, okay, what were they saying?"
Well, think of it like this. If your high school buddies are gossiping about you, maybe that's not the nicest thing. But if everyone around you, everyone in the world is gossiping around you about
Bro, you're almost 21. How do you still have high school buddies?
And that's it. See you guys next time.
Yeah, I got threw you under the bus with that one.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. I'll say this. I would want to be gossiped about because no matter what it is, I mean, if the assumption that it's a negative context, leave me out of it. But I would like to have people know my name, you know, and that talks in there. That goes into being famous or just being well known in your community. But that's neither here nor there. Gabi, you brought up a very interesting point about
keep my name out your mouth, bro.
Hey, I mean,
I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's bad. Keep my name out your mouth.
Hey, I mean, there it is. But about the rewind button, you said that you would go back 6 years and buy Dogecoin. That's kind of the segue into this. Like, whoa, crypto's been going through it right now.
I'm so happy. So do you guys know the reason for the drop?
Well, does it have to do with Elon with the Tesla and the diamond tweet?
So yes and no. Okay. So first of all, everyone knew that Bitcoin was going to crash sometime this year because it's just, if you look at crypto patterns, it was going to crash. Everyone was saying it was supposed to crash around. And Anthony, I told you this. I told him to sell before August because that's when everyone was predicting the crash, August, September. Just if you look at like the trends and stuff like that, August, September, it was supposed to crash like really big, like over 50%. This one isn't that bad because it was already kind of going down. Like it was at 60,000 and then it kind of dwindled down to 50 and then it went down to like 45. And now it's down, I think 12%. It's at like 35 now. So it's like, it wasn't as big of a drop. It's not as dramatic of a drop. If it was at 60,000 and then it went to 30, I think it would have been crazy, but I don't think it's that bad. And the rebound is going to be crazy big. People don't understand this, especially with Bitcoin. Dogecoin is a separate subject because that's a meme. But with Bitcoin, what people don't understand is that in about, I think it's in like a year, the amount of Bitcoin that you can mine per year is going to shrink. So I don't know if you guys know how Bitcoin works, but there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin that you can actually mine. But yeah, basically it like cuts it in half every 4 point something years, I think it is. So that last cut, if you guys remember back when we were in high school, it was like at 19,000 and then it dropped. And then what happened was a year after that, that's where it cut and then it like spiked. Right. So that's what's happening. So that's what's happening right now. We had that peak. We had that 19,000, although this time it was $60,000 peak. It's going to go crashing down. And then what's going to happen is supply is going to get cut in half, but the demand is still going to be there, which is going to like quadruple the price. It's going to go from 30,000 to 100,000 in like a month.
So how do you think that, that the impact of that split almost is going to impact like the hustle that is crypto trading? You know what I mean?
If you can get into crypto, the right crypto early, it's really good. If you get in late, like I know a lot of people that freaking like idiots. I know a lot of people that like I have family that like they saw Dogecoin going up and they were like, "Oh, Elon's gonna be on SNL. Should I buy Dogecoin right now?" Blah blah blah, and they bought it at 60 cents. Like 60 cents is really high, and I told them like, don't buy it at 60 cents. Like wait, because after SNL, it's still gonna drop. You can buy it at a good price at 30 cents. But they kind of had like FOMO, you know,
of course,
because everyone else is in Dogecoin and everyone else is in crypto.
It's
and
riding waves.
Exactly. So they had FOMO and they bought it at 60 cents, and now they're down. What? It's at 30. So they're down.
Yikes.
They're down bad now.
Down 50%.
But it's been up like 12,000% since January. So like,
yeah.
So how do you respond to that?
So how you respond to that is if you get, and by the way, there's no way to get crypto because it's random. It's less random than the stock market. I think the stock market is even more random. Crypto is less random than the stock market. But with Dogecoin, it's easier for me personally to understand because a lot of it revolves around social media and like memes, right? It's all about, because the way you have to look about it is it's with how well like the currency is going to be used in the future, right? With a stock, you buy it based off the company, right? Is the company going to do good? Is it going to have good earnings this quarter, whatever? With crypto and with any currency, you want to see how many people want to use it, right?
Go on about that. I'm curious.
So like with the US dollar, I don't even like, if you give me any other money, like even if you give me a British pound, which is worth more than a US dollar, like I look at that like it's monopoly money, right? Like we don't want any other money. We want US dollar. Why? Because that to us has value, and that's the only thing that has value, right? Oil is traded in USD, so I don't care about anything else. So when you look at Dogecoin, right, you look at it in terms of not what it's going to do in the future, because we're not there yet. So you shouldn't even be looking at that. What you should be looking at is the relevance that it has in people's lives today. If something like Dogecoin can be on Twitter's trending page for 5, 6, 7 days, right? If it can be on there for a week straight, number 1 trending, number 2 trending, if it's like top 10 trending for a week straight, that's how you know a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are invested in this. A lot of people want this to succeed. So that's when you should put in your money.
If I could be transparent about it, but it's still speculation. Does that make sense? Just because people are talking about it.
No. 100% is speculation. But like I said, that's the way that you should look at it. You shouldn't look at it like everyone looks at Bitcoin and they're like, oh, Bitcoin is the currency of the future. I look at Bitcoin and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing that people are putting their money into. That's my personal opinion, because I don't see a future where we use Bitcoin. I truly don't.
So do you think there's, I mean, this is kind of an easy answer question, but I like to pick your brain on it. Do you think there's a certain danger when it comes to the correlation between uneducation and then just randomly putting your money into it?
100%, bro. 100%. Most people are doing it because, like I said, most people are doing it because it's FOMO, and then a lot of people are doing it just because the meme. Then there's also a portion of people that are doing it because they're like, oh, screw the establishment, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's on the blockchain and the government can't track me. Bro, who cares? like if that's why you're putting your money into crypto, then you're an idiot. That's my opinion. If that's your reason, that's just stupid. Like if you really think that the government isn't going to figure out a way to find out how much money you have so that you can pay your taxes, like it's the government. They're gonna figure that shit out.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I was talking to a buddy and he said I'm going to quote him directly, so shout out. He said, the only R word that I will ever believe in is regulation.
Yeah.
Education at first, because we were just talking about it. The only R word that I believe in is regulation. And I think that's not necessarily the danger, but I think that's kind of the ultimate goal with cryptocurrency.
Yes and no. I think there's a danger to regulation, but I also think that there's good that comes from regulation.
Obviously. I wouldn't disagree.
Like imagine if there was no regulation for money. Inflation would be out the door, right? The reason, like if you think about it, the only reason why we don't have inflation, like even more, like we're 4.2%. Our inflation this year is like 4.2%, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But it would probably be higher than that if taxes didn't exist, right? Because what the government does is they take your money away from you so that there's less money in circulation, right? And then they say that they use your money to go put it somewhere else, right? They don't do shit. Let's be honest. They make up the budget as they go. Yeah. It's all BS, yeah. And then they just print more of it anyway. So it's like, why'd you take my money in the first place? It's to keep everything down and to keep everything moving and everything. So regulation is definitely needed. But to say that, like I said, if you're putting your money into crypto because you don't want your money to be regulated, the government can literally see, like you have to, like, let's say I had $100,000 in my bank account, right? And then all of a sudden 60 grand vanished, right? The IRS is going to be like, okay, where did that 60 grand go? And you're going to be like, oh, I bought a Bitcoin, right? And then you can see the date that you bought it at, right? So it's like, I can put 1 and 2 together and just figure out that this is your wallet. And your wallet is public information, right? I can see how much you have in your wallet. The problem is that each person's wallet isn't connected to a name, right? It's like this long string of numbers and letters. The thing, it's not. You can, like, everyone's wallet name and number, like it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 HT, blah 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 blah. It's like this really really long sequence of numbers and letters, but it's the same for everyone, and you can see what's in their wallet. You don't know whose wallet it is, but if you really wanted to figure it out, you could figure it out, especially if you're the government. So for anyone that's, in my opinion, for anyone that's saying like, oh, the government can't see how much money I have, oh, the government's, right, like you said, that R word, it's stupid. They're going to figure it out eventually, right? How long are you going to hide your money? And then not only that, people are saying, a lot of people that are like investing into crypto are saying like, oh, do you guys know what fiat money is? Fiat currency is
That's
like the US dollar.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So fiat, a bunch of people are like, why would I keep fiat currency in my bank account when it's literally causing me inflation and I'm losing money by keeping money in my bank account? Don't you think the same thing is going to happen with Bitcoin?
Okay, Gabi.
Like that happens with everything. That's why I really love this Elon Musk move, because it pushes more stuff into the market. It drops the price. Now more people can get into it, and it's gonna even things out. I like it.
Do you think that if the government were to announce their regulations on cryptocurrency, would crypto plummet or skyrise?
If they announce the regulations, I think it would go down at first, and then it would go back up.
I think
because here's the thing: if you look at China just put a ban on crypto. I think they banned Bitcoin or something like that again over there, which is why it's going down again.
Well, aren't they trying to start their own currency though? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is the U.S. government. Everyone is trying to start a cryptocurrency, but they want it to be centralized, not decentralized, right? Everybody likes this idea of decentralized currency because they don't want the government to track it. But like I said, if they really wanted to, they could figure it out. But yeah, China banned it just now, like a couple of days ago. I think as Elon tweeted it. Like Elon tweeted. So Elon tweeted that Tesla is going to be selling all their Bitcoin, which plummeted the price, right? I
don't think he said they were selling it. They weren't. I know they weren't.
No, they did. He said no. So first he said Tesla. First he said Tesla will not be accepting Bitcoin anymore. I'll find the tweet while we're
That's what I'm looking for, because I saw that.
First he said Tesla will not be accepting Bitcoin anymore because the computing power that it takes is bad.
Yeah, that I remember.
It's bad for the environment, right? And then he tweeted out that he's working with Dogecoin developers to try and make it actually like useful, like make it faster and work better. Hold on. And then he says something like, yo, we're selling all of our... Hold on.
Here.
Oh.
Here.
You found it? What does it say? Tesla is not selling Bitcoin?
Yep.
What does that shit say?
Yep, that's what it said. And then it was a response to this tweet.
Tesla has diamond hands? Yeah, but it's bullshit. Everybody knows it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, so it said Tesla is not selling.
I doubt it. I mean, here's the thing. It makes financial sense for him to not sell it. Like, I don't know if you guys know about the scandal that happened like 2 months ago. Basically, what were you saying?
I think if Elon Musk sold Tesla's Bitcoin, it would fall into a that it probably couldn't come out of.
No. It would definitely come out of it because $1 billion hedge funds are invested into it. It would definitely come out of it. There would be some kind of buyout. But what I wanted to say was like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, Tesla got some shade thrown at them because basically they invested a lot of money into Bitcoin, and people were like saying that, oh, Elon is just pumping up crypto because Tesla has highly invested into Bitcoin, right? They've invested into Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure they're probably in Doge as well, right? So they're like, oh, Elon keeps pumping it up because he wants his company to make more money. And so then Elon put out a tweet and he was like, hey, listen, to cut things straight, the reason why Tesla bought so much Bitcoin, the reason why we've invested heavily into crypto is to balance out our balance sheets, right? Because they have to show that they're still making money at their quarterly meetings for their stockholders, right? And obviously with the mass pandemic going around, people aren't just buying cars left and right. So from like a business perspective, it's a very smart move to invest your money into something that's going to make you even more money, especially if your CEO is one of the main reasons for pumping up crypto, right?
Right.
So a lot of people, so I guess that's where the speculation comes that this was a huge pump and dump scheme because it dropped like an insane amount in a very short period of time. But yeah, I think that the drop is good. I think that Dogecoin is going to rebound probably like the next 2 months, and it's going to hit $1. And then I think.
How confident are you it's going to hit $1?
I'm very confident. I have more confidence in Dogecoin becoming a global currency than Bitcoin.
How much? See, that's where you start. You know.
I'm confident. I'm invested.
Would you say
I'm invested?
Would you say Iraq? Would you say you're Iraq confident?
Yeah, because through the investments I've made, I've been able to get over that. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
You can make money in Doge. I'll say this one: if you just want to make money in Doge, you can make a lot of money in Doge, but you have to understand how Doge works, right? I'm not going to reveal how it is. Like, I'll tell you guys in private, but like what I figured out at least. But there's clearly, like, if you just look at like dates and you look at Twitter and you look at the way that the market moves, there's a very clear pattern. It's very easy to spot, and you can invest at very low and you can pull out really high and you can make a good amount of money. And it always, every time it reaches a high, it drops at about 45 to 50%. So you always buy that dip. If you sold it high, right? If I sell it at $1 and then it drops at 50 cents, I can buy even more at 50 cents.
Knowing that it'll bounce back.
Knowing that it's going to bounce back. And usually it bounces back about 3.6 times the low.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get into some drama news.
I can talk about it first. Did you guys see the press conference?
Press conference with Claire.
There was so there's a TikTok. Okay, we're moving away from serious topics to TikTok, guys. So let's get real serious. All right. So basically, there's this whole event going on. It's TikTokers versus YouTubers because everyone's a boxer now and everyone has beef. And I don't know. It seems very weird, but yeah. Basically, the headline of the event is Austin McBroom for Team YouTube, which I don't know if you guys know. He's a family channel vlogger. Ugh. And I mean, his stuff is, it's basically just him like,
I know.
It's him like flaunting his like $10 million mansion and his McLaren and everything, and it's like, I don't know how like you can relate to that. Like, I don't understand how it's a family channel at all. I don't get it. It's just him flexing all the time. And then the TikToker side is Bryce Hall, which is
Bryce Hall.
He's Bryce Hall. I think that's self-explanatory. But yeah, basically what happened was they were like throwing shots at each other the entire press conference. And then like he said, like he called him, like Bryce kept calling him names and he kept saying like stuff about him. And like Austin wasn't fazed at all. And then like towards the end of the press conference, he was like, yo, have you ever been in a fight? And Austin was like, have I ever been in a fight? And for some reason, Bryce telling him that he's never been in a fight got him so angry that he got out of his seat and walked up to him.
Nice.
And then Bryce tackled him to the ground. And then, I don't know, some crazy stuff happened. One random person like in the audience grabbed a glass bottle and shattered it over another guy's head. Like there was so much, like there were so many videos coming out with so many different angles, and like none of it made sense. Nothing made like random people were throwing punches at different people. Like security guards were throwing punches at cameramen and shit. And it's like, what are you like? What's going on?
Nobody knows anymore. Nobody knows anything.
Yeah, but I think. What's his name? I think the TikToker taking that one. What's his name? Bryce. Yeah, I think he's gonna take the fight.
I mean,
you think so?
Guess what?
What?
That's crazy. But in other fight news, Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather had a scuffle where Jake Paul got your hat.
That's a genius, bro. I love Jake Paul.
Funny. That is so
I love
funny.
him. Dude, this guy is not only a marketing genius, but I think he's just a genius. Like this guy gets it. And he really gets it.
And now he has security watching over him.
Yeah. He's also not allowed at the fight, which I'm excited for, because now I think he's gonna sneak in, and that's gonna cause even more.
Of course, he's gonna sneak in.
He's gotta sneak in, bro. Logan gotta like bring in like a suitcase, and Jake should just be in the suitcase.
Yeah, but this whole thing just doesn't seem right. I mean, do you think it was because like, listen, if we were at a press conference and one of y'all walked up to me and went, "Got your hat," right?
Oh, he did it on purpose. Like it was planned.
What do you mean it was planned?
So basically when and they have this on video. I think Logan actually posted it in like one of his like vlogs or something like this. But him and Mayweather had their face to face, right? And it got like pretty personal. And when he stepped off stage, Jake came up to him, and Jake was like, "Bro, that was so uncalled for." And then he was like, "I'm gonna steal his hat." And Logan kind of like looks at him, and he's like, "What? No, don't do that." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna steal his hat." So he like pre-planned it, and like within 20 minutes of taking the hat, he had hats selling. He had merch selling on his website. Got your hat for $25. Right after the press conference, he went to the airport. He called up a tattoo artist. He had a tattoo artist tattoo Gotcha hat on him while he was at the air. Like, this guy had it all planned out before anything happened. This was completely planned out by Jake. He knew exactly what he was doing step by step. I think he's genius.
I mean, it's genius. I just don't respect it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No.
He's a freaking 5-year-old. I mean...
But is he?
I mean, he's a 5-year-old making millions, and we're sitting here. So clearly something wrong.
Because think about it this way: he's not a boxer.
Yeah.
He's an entertainer.
So that's what I was gonna say. People want entertainment.
Yeah.
Jake Paul delivers very good entertainment.
That's all that matters. Jake Paul is an entertainer. It doesn't matter what he's doing, as long as you are entertained and he's getting money from you getting entertained.
You don't have to be a genius to be able to entertain.
Yeah, Paul also does is that he doesn't think in the moment, which is good, but also bad, right? So if I don't think in the moment, that means that the headlines could either be good or they could be bad, depending on what that thing I just did is, right? For him, it usually turns out to be something bad, right? But
Gabi,
yeah.
Do you think you can handle fame pretty well?
Fame?
Yeah.
I don't want it.
If you got really popular, and there was like a lot of pressure with it, you think you can handle it?
I don't know. I want to say yes, but until it happens, I don't know.
Until it happens. Listen, I mean, if you don't already like being gossiped about, I mean, you're not going to like being famous. Let's get that
exactly.
out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know, sometimes this is like, we're kind of like going off here. Sometimes I think fame just kind of happens because You can do one thing and then you blow up, and now everybody
Catch me
knows you.
outside. How about that?
Literally. Who was that girl before that interview?
Daniel Broccoli.
Now she makes music. Now she's. I mean, hey, now she's
Did
living
you hear how
glamorous.
she made a the day she turned 18, she released an OnlyFans.
Nice.
And she made over $1 million in 24 hours.
Because she's a meme.
Hold on. There's two things I want to touch on.
Do it.
Number one, why were so many people waiting for her to turn 18 to see her naked? Number one. And then number two, when were these pictures taken?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because if these pictures are taken, because she literally did it the day she turned 18, right?
Yeah.
Which means if she took those pictures the day before, right? If she took them the day before, she's 17.
Yeah.
That is child pornography. The cameraman is like screwed, right? And on top of that, now everyone has child porn.
So they're all screwed.
So they're all screwed, like legally.
Yeah. Wow. Whoa.
How has no one thought about this? Like as soon as I heard about that, I was like, wait. She released it the day she turned 18.
Because nobody takes memes seriously. In other important people news, Bill Gates, guys, smart move or not? Goodness. All right, so calling you out here, Ant-Man. What do you think about Bill and Melinda?
All I can think about is that one tweet. If the two richest men in the world couldn't keep their wives happy, the fuck am I supposed to do?
Oh, well, guess what? Bill wasn't even trying to keep her happy.
True.
Did you guys know that this all is like coming out now because of like the divorce settlements and whatnot? Bill, when he got married to Melinda, told her that he has a tradition with his ex-girlfriend to go to like some lodge cabin, and that he would marry her under the condition that once a year he was able to go alone with this girl to her lodge cabin because it's like their tradition. And she said yes.
Yeah, because he's Bill Gates, and
that's number one. Number two, it's now coming out that he had a whole line of side pieces.
Nice.
So it's like number one is Bill Gates, right? He's the richest. Right. He was the richest man in the world for so long. That's number one. But then number two, by the way, how much is she asking for in the
half?
She wants half?
She wants half.
Are you sure she wants half?
I'm pretty darn sure.
Bro, she doesn't deserve half.
Well, listen, she started as a marketing manager and she ended up.
Bro, she doesn't even deserve a billy. She don't even deserve a milli, bro.
I don't know.
Bro, I would give her. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I would give her $400,000. I would let her keep the ring, and then I would also give her like a pancake maker as like a gift. That's it. That's it.
That was the best one of the night.
Maybe she can keep her car too. Maybe. But other than that, you gotta go, bro.
Guys, does anybody?
You gotta go.
Do you guys know why? Because I don't. I'm genuinely asking.
Pancake machine?
No.
Oh.
Pancake machine. Where did this divorce come from? I think. What do you think?
So apparently,
do you think it was professional?
No. So apparently, it's been. Her reason was that in 2019, after Jeffrey Epstein was caught, and she found out that her husband had still been seeing him and like was still friendly with him, she was like, I started to feel a little weird about that, and I was like a little bit suspicious, and I started talking to the lawyer about filing for a divorce and whatnot. So according to her, she started filing for divorce in 2019, right? And she claims that it has to do with Jeffrey Epstein, right? And she's like, oh, the horrible things that he did to those girls on the island and whatnot. The crazy thing is that in 2008, when Epstein was convicted of being a pedophile, right? he literally went to jail, right? He was convicted by Florida as being a pedo, right? I think like 2 years later, Bill and Melinda Gates like went to go meet him. Like there was some like meeting and they went to go talk to him about like business. So now the question is like, how the hell did you not know that your husband was still like kind of in cahoots? The reasoning for the divorce doesn't make sense, and it's very clear that something else is going on, right? And she wants the money, and that's it.
I mean, she got like 1.8 billion in stock or some ridiculous amount like that.
Bro, I wouldn't even give her that. I would take the stocks away.
And they're actually they're still co-chairs of the Gates Foundation, so they're still like
but yeah. Bro, why is her name on
it? So they're still in a.
Why is her name on it?
Because they're still.
Bro,
yeah.
Dude, Bill has probably been praying every night for this divorce. Every night. You're the richest man in the world. Have you seen her number one? Bro, she's like a 4. I was gonna say 6 and be nice.
I was gonna give her a 6. Dang.
4. Pull up a picture right now. Put that on the screen, my guy. She
Alright, I'll put that on the screen.
Number 1.
Oh
number
God.
1. Bro, she like a 4, number 1. So you gotta live with that 4 for what, 20-something years?
Like 26 years, something like that.
I think it's going on 27, bro. 27 years, let's say, all right? Almost 30. Let's just make it even 30. You've been living with this woman almost 30 years, bro. She had the audacity to tell you, hey, Bill, I don't like just your name on this foundation. Add my name to it. Even though she's done nothing. All the money, all the backing, all the everything is coming from Bill. What did she do for the foundation?
She did like she did like presentations. She did like fundraisers.
Oh! You think Bill wanted to spend $26 million on AIDS in Africa? No. I'm telling you, this guy wanted to divorce her for so long. He's like, why do you keep spending my money?
That is insane. That is
this
insane.
Gabi is straight carrying right now.
That is insane.
Bro.
Straight carrying the podcast.
Throw her the pancake machine.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Just throw her the pancake machine, give her some pancake batter, just be like, hey, yo, go to the nearest IHOP, go get a job, bro.
I'm done.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
The gates. I think while our minds are fresh, we should move on to this next topic.
Hold on. Would you take Melinda or would you take Bezos? Ex-Bezos.
Bezos.
I bet.
Wait. There's another top. All right, go off.
Okay. Hold on. One more thing. Right? I just mentioned Bezos. Bezos took the money, right? But she was with him from the start.
Of course.
She was with him from the start. Before he was nothing. She was in the garage helping him pack those stupid Amazon book packages, right? Mm-hmm. Right? She gets a divorce from him. She knows that the money she got, she doesn't even deserve, and she's giving away 99% of it.
That's cap.
No, she is. She started a foundation. You can apply to receive money from it. She said that she's going to give away like 99% of the money from the divorce.
To who?
To anyone that like her foundation accepts. Like she's literally giving out money every single day. She's giving out millions of dollars every day. Right? Melinda ain't doing that.
No.
Melinda ain't doing that.
No.
She about to go buy Epstein's Island. Bro, you know that.
It's property value.
You're gonna go buy the island, bro.
Dude, I mean, she can build equity from it. I mean.
Equity. Nah, bro. I don't like Melinda, bro. She's a gold digger. You know, she wasn't even there from the start. Melinda started out as one of Bill Gates' workers.
Yeah, she was literally a marketing manager. That was her first position.
Like nowadays, if that would have happened, right, everyone would be like, "Oh my gosh!" Like the boss is like preying on her. Nah, bro. She wanted that, bro. She wanted to get that $1 billion. You know?
Yeah.
She was trying to get some, bro. That's it.
Listen,
you ready?
All right, go for it.
All right, we're just gonna flip it over like that. I bet.
So while Gabi's on a streak right now, let's move on to this next game. What is the craziest conspiracy theory you believe in?
No.
Gabi, this is your department.
We're not gonna go too crazy today, just because like I've been going in really hard. But have you guys
You're off the roids, bro.
do you guys know what's in the Krusty Krab secret formula?
I actually just saw a meme about this today.
Oh, yeah?
This is so crazy.
Okay. So if you watch every single episode, there is not a single other crab.
No, there's not.
In the entire ocean.
Nope.
So the theory.
There was an episode though.
So the theory, yeah, but it never got revealed, right? If there was an episode where Plankton and Mr. Krabs were fighting over the secret formula.
In an episode with other crabs.
When?
When they all had a business meeting.
I don't remember this happening.
No,
Either way, in the Bikini Bottom, there are no other crabs in Bikini Bottom. Okay. There was an episode where it was like a flashback to Plankton and Mr. Krabs fighting over the formula, and what ended up happening was Plankton got it ripped, and Plankton got like all the ingredients except for one. And Mr. Krabs held on to that one other ingredient. So he went on to start the Chum Bucket, and he started the Krusty Krab, but without that secret ingredient, the Chum Bucket just wouldn't do well at all. So the theory is that Mr. Krabs, with his hunger for money, killed all the other crabs and puts crab meat into the burgers.
To back it up, there's a clip from... don't ask me what episode it was. I don't remember. But he's Mr. Krabs is trying the Krabby Patty, right? Takes a bite and he goes, "So that's what I taste like." And I think in that same episode, the police come to the Krusty Krab, and Mr. Krabs is freaking out about it because he's like, "Don't tell them."
The health inspector comes.
Yeah, the health inspector. Oh my god! Whoa, mind blown.
Yeah.
So they're just like crab burgers.
It's like look, where do you get meat in the ocean?
I mean, either way, it's going to be homicide.
The fish aren't going to eat the fish, right? Because they're fish.
Yeah.
So it's got to be crab meat.
It's got to be crab meat.
It has to be. There's no other way. There's no other thing you can make.
Solved.
Enjoy.
That is crazy. That show is dark. If you actually rewatch
Dude, it's crazy dark, bro.
Gabby, we have over here, COVID was planned by the government.
Bro, we're not going into that right now. That's...
I think we should let that theory title speak for itself.
Yeah, bro. My roids are wearing off right now, bro. No, they're wearing off. Hold on, let me pop two more.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, should I take a whole handful, or?
Yeah, go for it, King. Drown it down. Relax, guys. It's just aspirin.
It's actually not. It's, what is this?
That's not what you should say with a handful of pills. What is this?
I don't know what this is. There's the label is very weird.
What did you do with that handful?
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Because I didn't see any pills fall from your hand.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Alright, I'm not worrying about it.
You gotta take a big gulp of water.
That was a crazy episode. Holy.
Okay, we're done? Bro, I can keep going, man.
Let's wrap it up here.
All right.
Why? Hold on. Dude, I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to be honest.
We're all enjoying ourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening to the return of the Big Facts podcast. There's no, if you couldn't tell, there's no, schedule for these kind of things.
Hey, hopefully there's going to be a schedule.
Yeah, hopefully.
One day.
Hopefully soon. We're working on just kind of being more consistent with it. Quick plug. Follow me on my other social medias. My other channel will be in the description.
Shut up.
The gaming channel will be in the description.
You don't get a plug.
All our social medias.
You're pulling in Melinda right now.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
All of our social medias will be in the description. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Wait. Before we go, make sure to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. We would love to hear your feedback.
Nah, bro. Screw that. Don't interact with the video at all.